Hello everyone, welcome to another Stata tutorial video. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to run two-stage least squares in Stata. What I have here is the data set from this week's slides on instrumental variables. Remember that you can load these into Stata either by copy-pasting them right into the data editor or by importing an Excel sheet. What I'm going to do first is just run our basic OLS regression as a baseline. So I'll type regress sales on price and income. Now I'm going to run my two-stage least squares regression. The name of this command in Stata is ivreg, or instrumental variables regression. This works very similarly to the normal regress command. We still put our dependent variable first, and then next comes any variables that are still exogenous, so income. And then the last thing we type in is the endogenous variables and their instruments. And those go inside of parentheses. And on the left, I write any of my endogenous variables. So in this case, we think that price is endogenous. We separate those with an equal sign and then type in the instruments, so fuel cost. Now, if I had more than one endogenous variable, I would just type that here. And then for each endogenous variable, we would need another instrument. But since those don't exist, I will get rid of those and run the regression. And as you can see, we got our results. The last thing that I want to show you is how if you run the two-stage least squares without the ivreg command and do it manually, so to speak, that you will get the correct coefficients, but you won't get the correct standard errors. So if we wanted to do this, we would run the first stage regression of regress the endogenous variable price on everything else, so income and fuel cost. Now, what we see here is that fuel cost has a very high t-statistic, meaning that it is a relevant instrument. So this regression is definitely worth running. Now what I'm going to do is save my predicted price values. After running the last regression, I will type predict and then give this new variable name. We'll call it p hat. Now Stata has created a new variable from the fitted values. The second stage regression, I would type regress sales on, instead of price, we would use the p hat and then income. Now, as we can see, we got the exact same coefficients as the IV regression. The difference is that the ivreg command gave us a higher standard error than the manual two-stage method. The reason for this is that doing it this way, the computer does not know that what we're giving it are not real values, but instead are predicted values. And it doesn't know that the standard error really ought to be higher than it would have been. So that's why we want to use the ivreg command whenever we're doing two-stage least squares. And these will be the correct standard errors. These will be the correct t-stats. That's all I have to say about two-stage least squares. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.